Hello YouTube, this is Sacred Summoner. I'm here to talk to you about Dragunity Deck, or Dragunity cards, and show you my deck. Alright, well the reason why I got into Dragunities and making the deck is because I saw Dragunity Dukes, and here I just thought he looked really kick-ass. So I decided I would like to make the deck. Whenever the structure deck came out, didn't really notice that it was a Dragunity deck, but here then I figured out that it was, and I was like, ooh, more dragons. So that was a plus side for me. So let me just get to show you what all the Dragunity cards that I have, or well, the ones that I use in my deck. I run 3 Dragunity Dukes. Dukes here, it's a must in the deck. Here you can get out any Dragunity card from your graveyard and stuff, level 3 or lower, and it's gains 200 attack for each Dragunity card you control and stuff, so that it can be a really high beat stick, and also the effects of the cards equipped to it can also make it even better. To make it run, you absolutely need 3 Dragunity Legionnaires. The reason why you need 3 Dragunity Legionnaires is because whenever he's normal summoned, here you can special summon 1 level 3 lower dragon type Dragunity monster from your graveyard, and here that usually gets paired up with Dragunity Achilles. And here you distribute Achilles, destroy 1 face up monster your opponent controls, and then here Achilles' effect, you destroy 1 card on the field. Here, I know I just said Dragunity Achilles, so I'm gonna bring him up. Achilles here, whenever he's normal summon, special summon 1 Dragunity monster from your hand. It could be anything as long as it's a Dragunity monster. And here its effect is whenever it's sent to the graveyard, it's only but whenever it's destroyed and pretty much the monster is still on the field. It destroys the card. But here, if your opponent has no cards on the field, you'd have to destroy your own monster. I still run 3 because it's a great card effect, and here it can be used very effectively. I run 3 Dragunity Matillums. I don't really like Phalanx, and also it's kind of hard to get a Phalanx. Have you guys ever really pulled 3 from a pack out of, like, have you even pulled 1 from a pack out of buying 5 hidden arsenal packs that it's in? It's a really risky card to get, and it's really hard. But here, whenever it's in the spell and trap card zone equipped to a monster, here you have the chance to summon it. Well, Matillum, it can be any monster and stuff, so that's just a plus right there. And plus, it's 17 beat stick. I like it for that, and also its effect. And plus, she just looks badass. Some high levels that you absolutely must need in the deck. You get him in Dragunity Primus Pilus. You get him in the structure deck, and he's a really good card. Whenever he's normal summon or special summon, pretty much put a Dragunity equip card, or Dragunity monster, dragon type, level 3 or lower, equip it to him. It could be anything. It could be Corseska, it could be Phalanx, Partisan, Brandistock, Achilles. It could be anything. It's really good. The options are really limitless. Then you have Dragunity Armor Leviathan. Here it comes in the structure deck, so it's easy to get. And here it can be special summoned anyway and stuff. It could be from the graveyard or in your hand, just by removing from play 1 monster that's equipped with the Dragunity monster. Remove it. Here, then you get this out, but it's not really a downfall. Then you equip it with a dragon type, and if it's destroyed by a card effect, here that monster gets summoned, special summoned. It's a really good effect. It doesn't really have any downfalls, and it's a 26 beater as is. If you have Dragon Mastery, he'd be a 31 if he's equipped with the card, which normally if you have him, he's equipped with the card. Dragunity Armor Mystalion. Here, whenever he's summoned, you equip a Dragunity type, Dragon type Dragunity monster from your graveyard to it. It doesn't have the same effect as Leviathan, but here, how you can summon it or special summon it from your hand is just say you have a Legionnaire who doesn't have any cards on the field. Send him to the grave, special summon. It's really good. It's simple. And here it's a 21 beater, and then you get a Dragunity card from your graveyard onto it. On Gust Clavi, if he's equipped with the Dragunity equip card, he runs through defense, and depends on the card. Here it could be even better. I mean, if you put Brandistock, he can attack twice. If you put Korseska, you get another monster in your hand. For my next one, I hate to break the archetype, but Swiftbird Manjo. If you tribute a wind type monster for him, here he's basically a giant Trunade. I mean, he doesn't have really any downfalls, except for it's only whenever he's tribute summoned. And also the fact that they do not have him hollow. Then you have Dragunity Dark Spear. Dark Spear pretty much tribute. I only run 2 of them because of his effect. You don't really need to run any more. Tribute him, you get a level 4 lower Wing Beast type monster from your graveyard. Partisans, but whenever you normal summon, special summon a Wing Beast type Dragunity monster from your hand, it becomes tuning. Javelin, here he's in the structure deck. Here you only need to run 1 of them because of his effect. This whenever he's destroyed, equip him to a Wing Beast type monster instead of sending him to the grave. Korseska, run 2 of them because of its effect. Here, I mean, you could have multiple cards and stuff. It's just this one's a must. I mean, yeah, you could have Phalanx and stuff, but this card, it gets more cards to your hand, and it thins your deck out more, especially if you destroy monsters and stuff really quick. I know my deck does that, so I think that possibly do for us, you guys. Then, some people run 3 Brandistocks. I only run 2 because of its effect, and here they don't stack, so you don't want to put 2 of them on the same monster. And granted, if you put 2 on Dukes, yeah, he'll get like stronger by 200 points. With to do 200 points. But here, if you have other cards, here it can become more effective and stuff, and you can probably get 2 monsters attack 4 times. Dragunity Pilum. It's my dual terminal, and here whenever you normal summon, here you could special summon 1 Wing Beast type Dragunity monster from your hand, and here that monster can equip this card to it, and that monster can attack your opponent's life points directly. Yes, it has a good effect, but the downfall is whenever it attacks your opponent's life points directly, the damage is halved. Then, here to the Synchros. I run Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon, don't really need to say, because that's a damn good effect just as is. I run 2 Vortex the Whirlwinds, which my friends got these for me because here they thought I could use them, in which they're right, I do use them, and I enjoy it. Whenever it's destroyed by battle, here special summon 1 level 4 or lower Wing Beast type monster from your deck. It's deck thinning, and also it's a 21 beater as is. Then you have Dragunity Knight Trident. This is the extra deck killer. I mean, here if your opponent has a huge ass extra deck, and they have Trishula, like a whole bunch of other cards that here could destroy any deck just because of its effect, this card could take it out. You can only discard 3 cards per turn to activate its effect and send them to the grave. But whenever they're sent to the grave, because they were not properly synchro summoned, or because the new XYZ, here they cannot be summoned. They have to be properly summoned in order to summon them like that. So it just pretty much cancels them out. And that's a great card, and then it's a 24 beater. Dragunity Knight Gaybold. Yes, Gaybold, yada yada yada, the name. Well, its effect doesn't activate whenever it's synchro summoned. It's activated whenever. But here you gotta remove from play 1 Wing Beast monster from your graveyard, and it gains attack equal to that. So you can send Dukes to the graveyard, from the graveyard to the remove from play pile, and he'll gain 1500. He's a 2000 base, and then he'd be a 3500. But then he'd be a beat stick until the end of the turn. This effect is really good, but here you can use it a little bit better, and here you actually need Dukes a lot. Then you have Dragunity Knight Barcha. He's an 8-star dragon type synchro and stuff, but whenever you synchro summon, equip as many dragon type Dragunity monsters that you want to it. I normally equip Corseska, Brandistock, and then, like, if I want to, another Corseska because I like Corseska's effect. But I'd like putting 3 on him because that way you have 2 open for the rest of your field. Then you could put like a Dragon Mastery or something to give him another 500 attack. Gains 300 for each equip card on it. Well, Dragunity equip card on it. And it's basically no downfall. Then the one synchro that you absolutely need 3 in this. Dragunity Knight Vaharayana. Vaharayana is a must in this deck. You need 3 of them. I only have 1. If you are generous and here would think of me, here just remember Sacred Summoner told you and stuff. Be nice and get him a Vaharayana. I really appreciate it. Here, Vaharayana, whenever you synchro summon, here you equip him with the Dragon type Dragunity monster level 3 or lower, and that's basically opening it up for Achilles. Achilles is effect, yeah, you know it. Here, but Vaharayana's effect, you tribute 1 Dragunity monster equipped to it to the graveyard here to double its attack. Because it was destroyed by card effect, Achilles gets his effect and destroys something. It's a 2-for-1 deal. And then he becomes a 38 beater. Now onto the spell cards that you basically need for the deck. I run 2 Dragon Ravines because 3 is way too many. And here, this deck is a 51 card deck as is, so I don't really need it up to 60. But this card is really good. Pretty much your discard power and also your deck thinning to get the cards you absolutely want, like Dukes, Legionnaire, Matilum, or just anyone. Or even send some of your dragons to the graveyard. Dragon Mastery. You need this because it gives its beef up for your monsters, and also here, once per turn you can equip 1 monster you control. It could be anything with the dragon type Dragunity monster and stuff. And here it gains 500 attack. There's nothing wrong with that. 2 terraformings, so you get 1, and then I use the other one as discard power. 2 cards consonants because there's a lot of 1,000 and lower dragon type monsters in this deck, so you can deck thin more. And this deck runs in the graveyard. Then I have Swords, Lightning Vortex, Giant Treenade, Monster Reborn, MST, and Smashing Ground. Then onto my trap cards. I run Goes a Match. If you do it right, this deck should be a win attribute deck only. And here, it basically it destroys meta decks and stuff. Any deck that does not run anything but a 1 attribute deck. I mean, Blackwings wouldn't be affected by this, nor would Flameville, but it would destroy Glad Beast, destroy any quick sync deck. Here, even destroy a Lone Flower Blossom, a Tengu deck. It is basically just destroy it. Then I run Shadow Spell, Trap Jammer, Scrap Iron, and Wabaku, Mirror Force, Threatening Roar, Negate Attack, Torrential Tribute. I don't run really Dark Hole with this card. I'll run if I absolutely need to. Sakuretsu, Draining Shield. I wish I would have had a Magic Cylinder. I'd use that a little bit more, and a Metal more. I'm sorry I couldn't really go into much more detail of how I use my deck, but here, the time is up. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you liked the mat. I got that from a friend. Here, comment on the video and stuff. Here, tell me if you like it. Here, thank you. Catch you later, YouTube.